Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. In today's video we're going to be having a look at the all new Fen line from 4 Aspect Simulation. Phase 1 features Kings Lynn to Ely, and we're going to be showing you the run in its entirety along with all the details along the way. We're going to be doing a Class 317 scenario which was built by Dr. Trenchcoat. So those that come and watch the stream will probably have heard of Dr. Trenchcoat before and seen many scenarios from him. You may have seen this scenario on our Twitch channel, but for those that didn't, we have also done a video just so that you guys at home can have a watch if you don't watch the Twitch streams. So, as you can see, you'll have probably seen this already on a previous video. We did do a part showing of the route earlier. I think I say earlier in the year, I'd say probably back end of last year. Where we did Kings Lynn down to Downham Market. It was very well received, and we hope that this video as well just shows off all the work that Benedict's done. Just shows how much love and dedication he's put into this project over the last probably say about 15 months all in now. He did mention in the stream that it was about it would be about 15 months really, because he did say it was January last year when it sort of started off. So let's get ourselves into the unit. We'll get ourselves set up. We'll do all that. We'll get ourselves into the main platform. We're currently on the stabling line. We'll cover all sorts of stuff along the way. We've got all the bits to do with requirements and other bits of key information to do with the route. So do stick with us, and you'll find out all there is to know about this product, which is also free of charge. Excellent stuff. Fair play as well to Benedict. The work he's put into it. He has, by the way, there is a donation link to do with the route as well if you wish to support in that way, which goes towards like substance painter and other bits and pieces such as like the site upkeep and stuff like that. He's got a new website going for this route, so that will be going live at the same time as the actual route. I think the website possibly will be live, but the route isn't not yet. The route, however, is going to be live on hopefully this coming Monday. So all being well, Monday the 12th, the route should be available. So do keep your eye out for that. Right, let's just check my PVC. Yeah, that's working. Oh, hang on. It's reverse key on this, I think. There we go. Right, that's that. Right, so we are now waiting for the air system to build its pressure to 5 bar. So whilst that's building, let's go and take a look around. Achoo. Well, we'll put the lights on. Headlamp. There we go. Yeah, so superb detail. First of all, it's amazing how much Benedict's put into this. So many little bits and pieces, custom assets, little details along the way. It truly is a superb route. Really enjoyed the run on the stream. It's an absolute pleasure. Just so many little bits and pieces you can see. Well over 500 custom assets along the route, from OHLE, which is a full custom kit for the route, to custom buildings, custom signage as well, linked to the route only. It really boasts of atmosphere throughout. So whilst the train is building up the air system, we'll just have a quick look around here. Other bits and pieces, like you see details here of information for your CSR when setting up, which is really cool. From stuff like that down to custom signage at level crossings and walkways as well. Stuff like cyclists dismounting and telling you which way you can go down, obviously with the footpaths and roadways. Sandringham Railway Path is that way, which I believe the route went in that tree line down there. I did actually watch a Lost Railways video about that route, so yeah, it sort of took off there and curved off and went off up that way. Really interesting video as well. Other bits and pieces, such as road signs, road names, brilliant stuff. You don't really see that in routes either, so it's nice to see stuff like that. Benedict's got his custom level crossings. He's now got fully made ones for himself, rather than using the Kuju ones. These only came about because somebody on Facebook wasn't quite happy with the Kuju ones, so Benedict thought, right, well, we'll go and make our own. Fair play to him, he's done some really nice ones as well. So all differences like sort of offset light panels there, stuff like that. So they're not all the same. They are suited to their exact level crossing that they need to be at. Really cool. Other stuff such as these signs as well. There's loads of little bits and pieces along the way. Stuff like that as well. So yeah, excellent stuff. You've got the Kings Lynn Junction signal box there, which is a custom signal box made by Callum Green of OTS on Track Simulation. So there is odd little bits of OTS in here. It does also come with the OTS Common Library, which a lot of people have been asking about in our TSTV streams. So when this route goes live, you will actually get a copy of the Common Library there from OTS, which is nice to see. This section of the line is down to Middleton Towers. Currently not complete, as you can see. That will come on phase 2, so we're not going to be going down there. That's just so you guys know at home. We'll be travelling down that way towards Ely shortly, but we'll be coming back out of here in a moment, just so we can come out of the actual stabling line and into platform 1. You've also got the head shunt down here for when the sand trains come out of Middleton Towers. And they have the run round here. Custom bridges and all sorts of bits and pieces. You've also got the custom college there as well. Benedict also said that this is the college he went to, and he was in the 4th floor, so I was like up here, hello. But yeah, excellent stuff indeed. You've got the Dunners generics, but this is the Morrisons and Matalan buildings. Again, Dunners generics so that they can be used elsewhere along the route as other buildings, which is always a good feature to have. Are we there yet? We are, I believe. There we go. Righty-o, so. Not quite there yet. Got to build up the pressure in the brakes there. Just give it a moment. Go over the briefing whilst we're here. Good morning, driver. Start up the Class 317 using the manual if you need to, so that the actual link to where you can find the manual is also in the actual briefing, which is nice. And then pull forward to Lynn South reversal. Do not set up the CSR until you arrive at Kings Lynn Platform 1. Then your CSR area code is 80 and the signal number is on the blue plate. Your destination code is 00229, which is London Liverpool Street. Excellent stuff. So we're just waiting for the pressure to build there. We don't leave here till 5:19, so we've got plenty of time to get ourselves in and hopefully get set up. I was a bit on the frantic side in the stream. I think I might have been a little bit late leaving here, but I hadn't done a cold start on the 317, I don't think at all. So I had to sort of learn along the way whilst doing so. Right, we should be there. Not quite yet. Just muting my phone because it's going off like the clappers for some strange reason. Right, that does look like it's there, so we should be able to go now. There we go. Excellent stuff. Driving with the power brake control again this evening on the video. Did as same on the stream as well. Really, really nice drive with the 317. I did go through a couple of overshoots on the platforms. Hopefully we won't do any of these overshoots on this video, because that will not look good at all. We are also a 4-car service. using the fantastic Goo Studios Class 317, which is available from Armstrong Powerhouse, fully recommended, and it will be a staple piece of traction for the route. The route itself is set in the period of, I've got it here at hand, it is modelled around the 2007 period, so 317s, 365s, galore. Although you can also get away with doing everything, obviously, up to when OHLE began. The only thing that will look a little bit out is, obviously, the platform and station colour schemes. Of course, those are First Capital Connect. There is other little variations along the line, such like NSC that does poke around in places, and also Wagon. Wagon being one of the features which you see at Kings Lynn. We'll just come over Tennyson Avenue. I think Avenue, Lane. Probably Lane, actually. I probably got that wrong. I think I might have got that wrong in the stream, to be honest. No, it is Avenue. I think I said Tennyson Lane in the stream. It is Avenue. I got it right first time. My God. Absolute weapon. I am. Right. So, the features of the route are 26.5 miles of route between Ely and Kings Lynn for Phase 1. Custom models of the specific Mark III OHLE with over 100 models specifically for that. Fully custom model static level crossings, functional CSR boards and neutral section with trains that support it. 4 custom model signal boxes, 5 custom modelled stations, 15 custom modelled bridges, detailed line sign environment including many custom assets and signs, custom night lighting for stations, 10 scenarios and custom quick drives as well. Those are your features of the route. And the stations along the line feature Kings Lynn, Wattlington, Downham Market, Littleport and Ely. Phase 2, I believe, will continue them down to Cambridge and also Middleton Towers. Let's get some power on. A bit of a shift on here because we've only got 4 minutes to get ourselves set up, and off we go again. Ignore that, it's just telling me about my controller settings. For a second. Right, we do have to give it a tab, this one, I remember correctly. There we go. Right, back into platform 1. You've got the 15-mile-an-hour speed drop coming up. It's not actually a signed speed drop, so do note that it is on the HUD though. It's just not signed and shown in real life, which is quite interesting, really, especially coming to a main station. You would expect that to be fully signed, but yeah, it's not. So, of course, with it being a 26.5-mile line, the maximum speed for this route is 90 miles an hour for electric multiple units, although 75 for other trains. Again, the area represented is actually, say, between 2000 and 2011. So you can get away with all sorts between there, but you can probably get away with some of the older stuff. And you can probably do the modern stuff really in sort of areas you can get away with it. Again, certain areas may have changed in terms of layouts. I think Kings Lynn's changed a bit. But the main thing is, obviously, you'll probably see that it'll look a little bit out when you have like your colour schemes against modern stuff. This station's behaving this time around, because when I arrived here on the stream, the platform was absolutely ramsacked with people. Had the busy platform issue. leave that there. Get the doors open. Pull into driver mode. Again, telling me I'm in that notch 4. Right, need to get this set up quickly. Right, that's that. On. $80. I don't know what my number is here. Get that right. 5023. There we go. That's that. That's the CSR hopefully set. You've got to be quite quick, really, getting out of there and getting all set up. Give yourself as much time as possible. There we go. 1 Hotel 83. Excellent. Right, that's all set. Before we do leave, I'm just going to pause the game quickly, and I'll just show you again a little bit in the station on this side. So you can see the wagon presence in terms of the colour scheme. You've got the absolutely superb dot matrix destination boards, which are different per each station. They all reflect which station they're at, and it'll tell you what stations the train's going to be called at, and depending on which direction and location you're at. So, obviously, we've got all the stations here. As you move down, there'll be less stations on the board, of course, as the train will have called them already. Got posters that sort of reflect into the right sort of areas as well. The older rail cards and stuff like that. It's really, really nice. Again, all round an absolutely fantastic station model. I only learnt this evening that this station was actually, on this side, was a stable point. I hadn't realised that they only use this side for service. I thought the whole lot was used, but I've learnt something this evening. Right, let's get in and let's get going. It's 15 miles an hour as we leave Kings Lynn. So a little bit of some points of interest and facts along the way. So of course, Kingsland Station serves the terminus of the route. Has been represented in its 2007 era with the accompanying wagon colours and signage. Again with the college, it's College of West Anglia Lynn campus. The College of West Anglia is the main college in West Norfolk and is easily visible when shunting around the Kings Lynn yard. It's back over Tennyson Avenue. So CSR boards work on this route and change as you progress through. They're all track linked and they're off the latest signage pack version 2, which is available from Sinks' workshop. Thoroughly recommended, even for route builders as well. Fantastic pack. We've been using it fully on Cumbrian Coast and also Harrogate Loop version 2, so you will need it for them routes as well. It's currently 30 miles an hour on this section. I'm just going to pop myself over here. So you can see in the distance that large tall building with the little red box on it. That is the Campbell's Tower. And Campbell's Tower was an iconic part of Lynn's skyline until it was demolished in 2012. Again, Exton's Place. So our next station is Wattlington in just over 5 miles. Give you a little bit of an introduction from the manual as well. So the Fen line is an electrified secondary route which runs through the Norfolk and Cambridgeshire Fens between Kings Lynn and Ely. The route connects with 3 other lines at Ely: the Hayward, I think it is, line, which is Ely to Peterborough, the Bretland line, which is Ely to Norwich, and which both connect at Ely North Junction with the Ipswich and Ely line. That one connects in at Ely Dock Junction. Get it right, come on. Messing around. Along the route with the rolling stock, in the late 2000s, the route was operated by National Express East Anglia, who operated services to London and Liverpool Street using Class 317s, and First Capital Connect, who operated services to King's Cross using the Class 365s and 317s as well. For freight, the route saw EWS Operation Sand trains to Middleton Towers, a small branch line from Kings Lynn. Not included on this phase of the route, but it will come for phase 2, which uses Class 66s and PAA wagons. Let's just change over to 79 now. And we are now into the 90-mile-an-hour section. Lovely sunrise as well, and the lighting only gets better as you get along by the time we reach Ely. Some stunning scenes at Ely as well, and you'll see them in no time at all. This scenario is a 45-minute run, pretty basic as well in terms of requirements, which is a really good thing about this route. The requirements on the majority of the scenarios are really great. It doesn't need tons and tons of reskins, which is one of the upsides there. You don't have to faff around searching here, there and everywhere for them and getting them all installed. The route itself, as well, Benedict was saying with the quick drives, there's a special way that when the route gets installed, it finds what stock you have. So it'll only put the preloads and stuff in for the quick drive for the stuff you have, so you're not having loads of different bits and pieces random added in and that. Also, the route itself is coming as an EXE installer rather than a drag and drop method route, which is another nice thing to see. You can also see, if I turn around, Lynn Power Station in the background there. It's nice to see as well we're running the updated 317, you can see the arcing pantograph. Showed the feature that came after the 325 launch. Wattlington's just popped up onto the HUD now, so it's just literally 1.4 mile away. Hopefully we'll actually make it and not miss off it. I just love all the little custom bridges and bits and pieces that have been added for this. I mean, we've showed off this lot off before. All the new stuff is obviously from Down and Market, but it's just there's just so much bits and pieces to see along the way. An absolutely fantastic job has been done as well at filling in the scenery. Obviously, it's not easy to obviously make a route look authentic and natural as it is. Obviously, it's quite a busy. It's not busy. It's quite a quiet area in terms of scenery. So you're trying to get all that in there, but not making it look boring at the same time, if you know what I mean. So you need to have obviously that right way of making things look filled without obviously doing too much and adding stuff you don't need. And I'll show you in a moment a really good way of how Benedict's done this. It's really simple, but a really good way of making like the stuff in the distance without using unnecessary assets. Just make sure we get to the station without missing half the platform. So Mark won't let me leave it down, and nor will anyone else if I do it again. Now that I've had a practice run this, I know actually where I need to be stopping and where to start slowing down. There's a stop board just over there. In the all NSE colours as well, which is lovely. Good old NSE. Wattlington Station is 6 miles south of Kings Lynn and is the least used station on the route, with around 150,000 passengers using it every year. I got my numbers wrong there, but yeah, 150,000 on this one. So we're allowed to depart at 5:26 and 30 seconds. We are a little bit late. We'll get the door shut. Some lovely features again. The signal boxes, very nice again. The sun's coming through now as well, so make some nice lighting. Magdalen Road, I believe this was the original station's name before changing to Wattlington. Onwards to Downham Market, which would have been the original part of where we finished on our first video. So everything beyond there, of course, is all new. So the sun's making its way up now, casting the light across the land. As we are travelling along, I will go over next the requirements for the route. So, I'm going to find them. There they are. So, just make note, when you see the manual, items in green are requirements, which are like the ones the main ones you need. Yellow items are optional, but your experience may suffer without them. So, going from the top in green, the payware, you need East Coast Main Line, London to Peterborough from DTG, Liverpool to Manchester, also from DTG, West Coast Main Line Trent Valley from Thompson Interactive, which are now known as Rivet Games, the Wirral Lines from Armstrong Powerhouse. Now you can either have the website version or the Steam version, both are fine and both work with the route. Midland Main Line, Sheffield to Derby or Derby, Nottingham and Leicester from Just Trains. Steam version compatibility not assured, so it's only been tested with the website versions of that. In yellow, these marketplace items, Town Scenery Pack from DTG, and also the Platform Clutter Scenery Pack from DTG. And then the freeware section, there's two on there, being the Vulcan Productions Tree Pack, and also the 4 Aspect Simulations and Syncs Signage Pack version 2. So all links are provided as well in that section of the manual, so it's easy to find the items that you may need or require if you've not got them. The installation process, a file named installer.exe is included. You should run this as an administrator. Usage of the installer should be self-explanatory, as all the instructions are laid out within the program itself. Note, you may encounter a pop-up from Windows Defender Smart Screen when attempting to run it. Press more info and then run anyway to bypass this. Additionally, certain antivirus software may inhibit its functionality or delete the .exe entirely. You might need to disable your antivirus should that be the case. Once you're done installing, it is highly recommended to clear your computer's temp folder by entering there's a code in there which is percentage temp close percentage in the Windows search bar. Simply delete all the files in that folder as they are unused files which serve to take up space on your hard drive. Going a little bit fast here. I'm too busy reading the manual. We'll get ourselves down as we're now arriving at Downham Market. So on a single yellow, red at the station, as there will be another train coming towards us shortly. Then we'll get the road to continue towards Littleport and then on to Ely. Make sure we get to the right point. Stopping board is somewhere towards the end of the platform, I think it was. Somewhere around here, will do. Doors open. Into neutral and get our DRA on, come on a red signal. So, this is Downham Market. The station is a Grade 2 listed building with a very unique frontage. Fake 3D text on the top there. Bit of network southeast still lingering about on the station totem sign there. You may depart at 05:33. So just waiting for the other service to come through. Whilst we're here, we've got Haygate's flour mill here, which was built in 1851. Haygate's flour mill has been a big part of Downham Market's history and was one of the leaders of the UK with making innovations in the milling process. There's a 66 coming down. It is also the sand train that's coming. Right, onwards to Littleport. So this is the longest section between two stations. It's down as about 10 miles. A single section down between here and Littleport. So as we progress, let's talk scenarios. So the 10 scenarios that come with the pack, I'll just go over through these here. So you've got one Hotel 83, which is the scenario which we are currently on, which is the 0519 Kings Lynn to Liverpool Street. We also have two Hotel 90, the 0618 Cambridge to Kings Lynn. That's the Class 365 scenario that we did on the stream as well. There's also an Ely train spotting one, which I'm definitely looking forward to having a go at, which spends about an hour at the station. You've got one Zulu 46 at Kings Lynn, Melton Mowbray. There's also a default stock, which is one Tango 96, the 1939 Kings Lynn to King Cross service. You've got 5 Hotel 37, the 520 Cambridge to Kings Lynn ECS. 1 Hotel 82, 1658 Liverpool Street to Kings Lynn. You've got the morning return. And those are the scenarios listed there. Credits also go out to On-Track Simulation for the track lane hosting of the route. Now, when I say hosting the route, it isn't quite going on to OTS at day one. It's going to be going on to Benedict's site at first. It will go on to OTS down the line when Mark has a bit of time to get it onto the website. Rather busy currently with work and stuff like that. Also, credits going there for the use of the OTS Common Library too. Simon Bruegel, which is known as Sinks, Small Asset Creation, Scenarios and the Creation of the Installer. Ben Penhaligon, who is Major Wales, for guiding in the right direction and learning to do the models for the route. I'm just going to pause here a second and I'm just going to show you this lovely bridge as we cross over at the river there. Absolutely superb. It's one of them that you've got to try and get a screenshot with, haven't you? So we'll do that. It may make a thumbnail, although, however, I do have the sort of plan that I'd like to go with it on a thumbnail, so it's absolutely superb. One of my favourite bridges on this section. Also, Ham for creation of the trailer. There's also Mohammed Omar Diab El Arab. Now, he's known also as Network Express for localization into German. You've got Dr. Trenchcoat for creation of scenarios along with having an eye for detail. Joe the Fish for the help with the OHLE. James Westy Rail 75B on also their scenario creation. And finally, Matt G scenario creation as well. So there's quite a few people in there that have been taking part in different aspects in helping get the route to where it is ready for its release. Just get my manual back to where I need to be for Littleport. It truly is. It's truly a fantastic experience. It's a lovely drive. Captured the area fantastically. There's a section coming up shortly as well to do with the OHLE, which I'm going to show you. It's absolutely amazing. Really, really cool. I've never seen anything quite like it before either. I'll give that a show. Also got the on the track, you'll see here the colour, I think is AHB or AHP, something like that, treadles, which are like wheel counters. These little cages as well around the junction boxes, which is nice. Lovely detail, man. That's custom gates. They look like they are. Yeah, they are. You can tell with the detail on them. Some more custom signs out of the sign pack as well, which are really nice. Made it to 90 mile an hour. Just 2.6 miles down to Littleport. Come to the neutral section, which is just up in a short while. Which is the only neutral section on this phase. I'm not really sure if we'll see another one on the next part of the route. Maybe. But yeah, this is the only one that you'll get on this part of the run. Also, the bit with the actually is just after the station as well, on the double line part. So, a little bit further to go with that yet. I was getting a bit keen. So, just slowing down probably a little bit too soon, really, but for the 60, this is the neutral section. Works as well. Works with any trains that feature this little feature. Not an overly long platform, this one. So you want to be knowing where your stopping position is. We're not overly long at this station. I'm just going to pause it for a moment just to have a quick look around. Again, another custom station. All little features like the dating plates are in there as well. I think those are out the OCS Common Library. It's very busy again. It's got this weird busy platform bug where it spurts people off. Also quite cool, it's got odd little bits of wagon details left in still. It's got First Capital Connect over there. Got the entrance to the station there as well. I don't think you can actually get off of that side. You actually have to go over and then cross over. And then over and off. I believe this actually, this crossing today is now actually shut. and it's all been taken out, and there's actually now an entrance on this side of the station. And also, I'm just going to go over the little detail it says in the manual about the station. So, Littleport Station is 6 miles away from Ely. It's north of Ely, of course. And it was created with the old-style shelter, which had sadly burnt down in 2007. So it's nice to see that it's been replicated on the route. With a bench. He wants the bench. He wants the bench. Anyway, moving on, let's have a look around here. As well as this, I was going to show you actually is the you see the difference in the boards. Wrong board. So on this one it shows it's calling out Ely, Waterbeach, Cambridge and King's Cross. So it shows that obviously as you get down the line, less stations appear. Nice features again. You've got the level crossing there, which is on with the gates there. You've also got the underpass bridge there. More lovely little bits and pieces, details. So this is the boat haven. Nice little wear shed there. Good old donkey. Do love an Easter egg. We'll cover them narrow boats in a little bit as well. Some absolutely belting stuff. Another lovely signal box there. This time it's just got a blank coloured sign there. It's just white background with black text. So that's another difference on the boxes there. But yeah, that's pretty much everything to sort of show at this station. Again, a bit of network southeast, also loitering at the Littleport Station totem sign there. Waiting for the task to finish. Hopefully it won't be long. I have no idea what's going on here. Or why it's doing this. More than why the task's not actually ended either. Just shut the doors and just... Oh wait, it's working now. I may depart at 5:42, 30 seconds. I am a little bit late here, as you can see. The next stop and final stop is Ely. 5.73 miles away. We'll go past Papworth sidings as well shortly. I've got the OHLA stuff to show off, and also them bits and pieces around Ely, such as the marina and the cathedral and the station there. Another level crossing coming up here. Other little features such as the welcome to Littleport sign there. You've got also the road sign. Bits for the level crossing as well. Just nice little touches. Another one there is Victoria Street leading to Main Street. So we'll come up to the section now I was on about with the wires. So when we get past these arch sections, I'll be able to show you. So as we get to the end, which is coming up now, the normal posts, if you zoom in, are all bent and sort of like bent away from the track. These have actually been modelled as they are. They're not being tilted as in editor, but the tilting sort of due to the way the land sort of subsides. It's really, really quite clever. I've never seen out quite like that before in a TS route, so it's a nice little feature, that, and it looks quite cool to see when you're like zoomed in. Again, another lovely little feature that's been thought up and put into the route there. Heading towards Papworth now. So those of you that have played the ATS route, you'll see that obviously that compared to this is totally different in just the way that it looks. There's not as many tracks on this version due to how the area has been redeveloped over time. I hadn't realised how different it was either compared to when I sort of like looked at this for the first time. It's quite amazing. Obviously, there's not as many buildings here at the current moment either. We've got some level crossing stuff coming up. Just going to pause that again. So this is Queen Adelaide for the Lynn section. Again, same sort of detail features over on this side again, even though this line's not really using the route. You've got Queen Adelaide for Peterborough section. You've also got the West Curve as well. So like the Monk and Branch stuff runs down here, Sand Train. I love that as well. That's cool. Custom bridge on this part as well. So even though this section really ain't going to get much use, it still has a custom bridge and the detail's still there. So obviously the line curves around here, joins back on. So this is where the signs are at Papworth. So obviously originally it's like I'm not sure if it's like Sander. I can't quite remember what Benedict said, but obviously this was the main use at this point. At one point in its life, obviously you've got your loading area there, the conveyor. These sidings are exactly as they were, as in the same sort of way now. Nothing's changed here. The main thing that isn't features, of course, is the curve that went around here in today's modern guise of the route. Where all the sidings, where all the stock gets stored. That hadn't actually been implemented at this point in the route. So it's nice to see the differences in the areas as well. So we're just literally coming up to Ely now. It's only a mile away. What we'll do is we'll get ourselves up in towards the station area. We'll have a proper look round, have a look around the marina as well. And there is a screenshot I do want to try and grab for the thumbnail on the way in. You can see the cathedral now dominating the view on the way in, which is one of the things that Benedict really wanted to capture. And he's done an absolutely superb job of that. So I'm going to slow this train right down. Now we've got 35 coming up. But I want to try and capture a screen grab. Obviously with the cathedral sort of in the background as well as with the train. Probably sort of here, to be quite honest. Just to have all the marina and the boats in there. Get all the sky in there. You'll see already the boats in the marina there. The boats are amazing. These are all custom made and they've all got loads of different liveries that feature like different TOCs and railway liveries and other liveries from around the world. It's a really nice little touch and a fantastic feature, I think. Absolute fair play and to the effort and dedication it's put into all them, because there's over 20 different ones, which is absolutely superb. Thought it might have been Ada West or some of them, but it's coming, I can hear it. Now I'm hoping I can catch this in the sort of right place. Try a few different takes here. Obviously, Ely Station's just literally there. So, there's so many different angles you can get this. I just want to try and get everything, so I'm just do a few different takes here. Obviously, capturing it with sun on it is always a big bonus. I think we may have a decent shot there, to be fair, but just having a look around here in a moment. We'll get into the station and we'll have a proper look round. All sorts of little features and hidden gems. And of course we've still got the bits on the manual to cover. Right, so I'm just going to pause game. So first of all, we'll start off with the station. Now I'm going to bring back the manual because obviously it's got all the gen. So the station itself, Ely Station is the terminus point for Phase 1. And it is also the major interchange for several significant routes which converge here. There's also a nice selection of screenshots in there. But yeah, the station itself is featured in the one colour scheme, which features throughout. Really, really nice model. Custom built again by Benedict himself. He's done a fantastic job on it. Something to be very proud of. Just the detail that it's put in as well. Really, really nice. All the different boards and stuff like that, all the signage. Just sort of views like that. Absolutely belting. Proper top job. Screen's pay-aware quality as well. I just love like these lamps as well. The lamps are lovely. But the ones that I love most are the ones that attach off the actual canopies. I think they're a really, really nice touch. Moving up down this part of the route, we've got the bridge here as well. So, most known hit bridge in the UK. Look what's gone and happened. Absolutely typical. Matey boy's gone under the bridge and got himself stuck. Got the level crossing here as well. In today's modern image of the route, this crossing's actually now shut off, and there's a bypass which is just located a bit further down the line. The bridge is still open, but yeah, the crossing is now shut. Apparently the barriers and that don't move, but the lights and stuff still do work. Moving to the Cathedral. This is it's not on the high-end scale on the quality side. It's done to do the job it needs to do. It's obviously got the right models, shape and stuff like that. The textures themselves, when you're at the distance, do the perfect job. They have the right look to them. It's not a model that you're aiming to go and look right at the top, because it's not by the track itself. It's featuring as a landmark at a distance. Another lovely bridge here as well, going over the canal. But yeah, these boats are absolutely superb. Fair play to Benedict for the effort he's put into making them. It's nice to see some brand new boats being made. Also, these little boats as well have been done. Nice few selection in there. So we have a bit of information on the Cathedral, of course. The Cathedral was built in 1375 and it dominates the skyline due to its location on top of the hill. Then also the marina. So the marina is they're full of life, and with the amount of boats moored up, it's the lifeblood of Ely. I could certainly see myself sitting here with a nice cold pint, just watching the trains go by, and just taking in that absolutely superb view. Very, very atmospheric. I believe there's Benedict said there was a scenario which is sort of like in the evening, and all this marina's all lit up as well. So I'm looking forward to having a play of that scenario, just to see this in its glory at night. Really, really nice, nice work. And it's been built with the blocks sort of method. If you watch my stream the other night when I built Barrow Ramsden Dock, it's been done in the same sort of method, I think, as well there. So it certainly does the job. Quite an easy method of doing it as well, and it certainly has paid off. So that is the manual covered on that side of things, and that is literally that is the route in its entirety so far for version 1, and ready for the release. I hope you've enjoyed it, and as much as I have, obviously driving it and showing it off. It's an absolute fantastic piece of work. Benedict should be very proud of what he's done. Don't forget you can follow 4 Aspect Simulation's Facebook page. We'll have that in the description down below. The website is also down in the link below. Don't forget, it should, all being well, be released on this coming Monday, which is Monday the 12th of April. So do keep your eye out for it. I look forward to seeing all the scenarios that get created as well for this. I can sense some fantastic scenarios being built. Very enjoyable. Again, thank you to Benedict for allowing us to show off the route for him prior to its run up and launch. Very, very, very kind of him, and we look forward to phase 2 already. Take care, guys. Don't forget you can like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for future videos. Catch us on Twitch at twitch.tv/trainsim_TV. We're live usually Thursdays and Saturdays mostly, with occasional extra streams in between for good measure. So do come and join us if you're at a loose end and want to see some extra train sim gubbins. You get to see Cumbrian Coast and that being built regularly also. Take care. Thank you for watching as always, guys, and we will see you on the next video. Bye for now.